I think it's a monster by Daniel Martinez Cremades and illustrated by Francisco Javier García Hernández.
It's night time and Oscar is going to bed.
I'm very tired,
he says. He opens his mouth.
I need some rest.
Don't forget to brush your teeth, Oscar,
Mum says. So, Oscar goes to the bathroom and brushes his teeth. Look at his white and healthy teeth. He brushes them every day. Now it's shower time. His underpants, his shorts, his t-shirt and his socks fly in the air. Oscar, that's not very tidy. The towel is ready on the basin. Oscar has a shower. He loves having a nice warm shower before going to bed. He opens his mouth and tastes the water. Then he sings songs out loud.
La 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 la.
After the shower, Oscar puts his underpants on. He pulls and pulls.
Oh dear, are these underpants too small?
He wonders.
Or am I too big now?
Then he sits down and he puts his shorts on.
Where is my t-shirt?
Oscar says. He cannot find it.
Is it under my clothes? Is it under the towel? Or is it in the bath?
He looks to the left, he looks to the right.
This is so strange,
he thinks. Then he looks to the left and he sees his t-shirt.
Here it is,
he says. Oscar puts his t-shirt on.
Great, it's my favorite pajamas,
he says. Oscar goes to his bedroom and gets in bed. Frank is next to him. Now he is ready to sleep all night long.
Good night, Frank,
he says. Then he switches the lights off. Oscar is falling asleep. He is so tired. His eyes close slowly, but suddenly there is a big noise in his bedroom. Oscar opens his eyes.
What's that noise?
He wonders. He sits on his bed and rubs his eyes. Then Oscar has a terrible idea.
Oh no, it must be a monster in my bedroom,
he thinks. Now he is very scared. Oscar's imagination flies.
It must be a monster with big claws,
he thinks.
Or maybe a monster with big sharp teeth. No, it must be a monster with long hair and big red eyes. Oh dear, I'm so scared.
Oscar jumps off his bed and opens his toy box. There is a ball, a toy car, a teddy bear and a chessboard. But he needs his secret weapon. Without making any noise, Oscar goes to his desk.
Are you at my desk?
He wonders. He sees his books, his trophy, his pencils, but he sees no sign of the monster. Then he kneels down.
Are you under my bed?
He wonders. He looks and looks, but he sees no sign of the monster either.
Where are you?
he asks. Oscar sits on his bed.
Are you in my wardrobe?
He sees his coat, his shirts and his trousers, but there's no sign of the monster. At that very moment, Oscar can hear something.
The monster is behind the door.
Oscar hides and waits. He is terrified. Then the door opens and the monster appears. It has got spooky red eyes and creepy long hair. It looks at Oscar.
Ah!
Oscar screams. He cannot believe it. The monster is coming into his bedroom. Goes his secret weapon. But wait a minute. Oscar, that is not a monster. It's your dad. And he doesn't look very happy.
Oscar, it's very late.
His dad says.
It's bedtime.
I know,
Says Oscar.
but
Dad listens, but Oscar keeps silence.
What's wrong, Oscar?
listen carefully, Dad.
Oscar whispers.
I think it's a monster in my bedroom.
A monster?
His dad asks.
Yes, shh.
Oscar, there are no monsters. They don't exist.
Dad says.
Are you sure?
Asks Oscar.
Of course.
There aren't any monsters in the forest.
Asks Oscar.
Nope.
There aren't any monsters in the oceans.
Oscar asks again.
No, monsters don't exist. Come on, go to sleep, love.
Oscar goes to his bed.
Sorry, Dad. Good night.
It's okay. Good night, Oscar.
Dad switches off the light and goes to his bedroom. Oscar tries to sleep, but it's impossible. He can't stop thinking.
There's a monster in my bedroom.
He says.
I'm sure.
Come on, Oscar, relax.
Says Frank.
I told you, there aren't any big bad monsters. They don't exist.
Yes, you're right. It's just my imagination.
Says Oscar, looking at Frank.
Now try to sleep. It's very late.
Says Frank, standing on the bed.
I will watch out for you.
Oscar smiles.
Thanks, Frank.
But Frank loses balance.
Look out, Frank.
Says Oscar. But it's too late. Frank falls off the bed and Oscar is not scared anymore. This is so funny.
You're right, Frank. There aren't any big bad monsters. There are only clumsy monsters just like you.
Oscar and Frank laugh and laugh.
That's really funny.
Say all the monsters in Oscar's bedroom. Look at all those monsters laughing. Well, they are good monsters anyway. Good night, Oscar. Sweet dreams.